Next, we have a couple guest sets. Everybody else wanted to be here, but these people, Danielle, made be here. Yeah. So please, give it up for your first guest set. Master of puns, illustrator of posters, eater of snacks, Madeline Berman.
She's not lying. I am only here because Danielle made me. This is the weirdest karaoke bar I've ever been to, though. I'm thinking about changing my name. If I'm going to make it in comedy, last name like Berman is not going to cut it. It's too Jewish. But, hear me out, though. All of the great Jewish comedians had to change their name before they made it big in comedy. Of course, Lenny Bruce was born Leonard Schneider. Jon Stewart was Stuart Leibowitz. And then we have Chris Rock, who was born Herschel Kanish. Y'all knew that, right? I once dated a guy, had a thing for Jewish girls, and all I can say is thank Yahweh, he was hung, because I didn't have the heart to tell him I was in fact raised pagan. Which, it's not a bad religion to be brought up with. It's not that common, even for a city like Seattle. I guess it was a little awkward, though, when I had to bring a guy home, and my mom would give him the once-over. Oh, another Scorpio. Figures. Would it kill you maybe to date a nice Aries once in a while? I don't like the look of his aura. Lately, though, I've been really getting into Buddhism. I've even started meditating every now and then. I know I definitely believe in reincarnation at this point, considering how many times I've died on stage. Once I had a coworker ask me if I read books in order to impress guys. Is that even a question? Of course I do. Why else would you read books? That's the only reason I get dates. No, that's just silly. That's not true at all. How would you read books in order to impress guys? I don't know how that would work. Mostly because I'm functionally illiterate. But please don't tell anyone. I'm kind of embarrassed about it. I could lose my job. I'm just kidding, I don't have a job. So I have a little bad news, though. A little good news, too. But the bad news is my grandfather passed away recently, and he was a great guy, and I'm really going to miss him. But the good news is because of this, I now own a sword cane. And that's pretty cool. Hell if I know what I'm going to do with it. This isn't exactly 18th century London. I have neither a nemesis, an arch nemesis, or a limp. I'll figure something out eventually, even if it's just buttering my toast or opening mail. What I really find interesting about this, though, is how out of all of the other relatives going through the estate, how I ended up with this. But it's entirely possible everyone else just didn't know it was a sword cane. I thought it was just a cane. That's kind of the point. But it got me wondering, what if there's other stuff in that house that had concealed weapons in it? Were there brass knuckles in the teapot? Or a pistol in the antique lamp? Maybe there was a Bowie knife in the interracial porn collection. That was in the back of the closet. When you think about it, aren't all glasses 3D glasses? I don't know if you guys have been listening to the news lately, but it's just one school shooting after another, and it's really getting me down. It's getting me down, it's getting me really pissed off. We gotta put an end to this. This is a serious problem. I don't want to wait for another Virginia Tech or another Columbine. What's really pissing me off, though, is there's just no legislation, there's no real solutions being put before Congress to get passed. But I think I really have hit on an idea that will solve all the school shootings, and I hope you all will get behind me in getting this bill pushed through, because obviously the solution is just shut down all the schools. Clearly something about these places getting people so incensed. All right, I'm going to call it a night there, you guys. Thanks.
Keep it going for Madeline Berman. Madeline Berman.